Greetings and solicitations. It is show and tell time here at whatever we would call this. Okay. Things that have happened today and other times include getting some things. First of all, just hot off the press is I've got a bottle tree outside that has no bottles on it yet, but it's one of those metal things with the pegs, and it's designed to put like colorful or different glass bottles on it. And I got a couple of those in the dishwasher, some fine root beer what is represented, and then I've got some colorful glasses that will be here soon. I've also got, there's a short little peg guy on there on the bottle tree, and I think that's going to be a shot of banana cream moonshine, which is pretty tasty, I gotta tell you. And I got that in the fridge. It's a little guy. I think it'll go right there on the peg. Anyway, so Mick and JC, my home renovation guys, they were here earlier this week, I think, and then finished up their work today. And it's pretty cool. That would have to be a separate moving video, which this is not. But JC says I've got a bottle for, it's right there. I've got a bottle for your bottle tree. And it's pretty unique. He messaged me and let me know that this was happening. So he shows up, and first of all, this is a heavy old bottle. And you're like, this is, well, isn't that nice? Their bottle. And it's heavy, and you're like, oh, it's an old-fashioned bottle. Very nice. It's got little nubs. Yeah, I'll just say it. Nubs for her pleasure. It did give me pleasure, but not like that. Anyway, you're probably not going to be able to see this on screen, but here's the thing, is like, back in the day, or the days, a lot of towns had their own bottling companies. And so this one, I don't know if you'll be able to see. I mean, if you worked really hard, you could see. But it says Gillespie right here. That's right. It says Gillespie, comma, ILL. That doesn't mean sick. It means Illinois. It's got a little dot. And then it says contains 7 fluid ounces. Could only hold, a bottle could only hold like 7 ounces because the glass was so thick. It's very thick. Anyway, JC knew that this existed among his possessions, hunted for it, found it, and washed it, and brought it over here to me. It was part of apparently the Hubert Bottling Company here in Gillespie, Illinois. And so that's really cool. I'm very excited to have a piece of history on there. I doubt if you can tell, but the thing that my finger is pointing at right now is from the Gillespie Dairy. It is also a glass bottle, and it had not yogurt, but it had something or other in there. And from the Gillespie Dairy when it was here. It's no longer here. And so that's pretty cool. And then I just thought I would just continue with show and tell time, which includes, I was in Kansas City not all that long ago, and I was shopping in the gift shop at the Truman Presidential Library. I've discovered that presidential libraries are pretty cool, even though I've only been to 2. They've both been great, and it hasn't been about politics necessarily. It's been just things that you can't find in other museums are going to be in the Presidential Library. I wish I had known this when I was living in Boston. Boston, home to the JFK Library. But now I know, and I've now been to the Truman Museum, which turns out was the first presidential museum. And I bought a passport there in the gift shop for the other presidential libraries, they're usually a library and museum. So I bought a little passport, and gonna try to visit more presidential museums, including JFK when I get back to Boston. But so I'm in the gift shop, and wearing my mask, because I wear masks most public indoor places for reasons I would do a whole video if it was just reasons, but it's not just one reason, just so you know. And I don't think there are politics involved, other than when you consider that politics are involved in everything, and not political parties, but still politics. Not always political parties anyway. So this woman comes out of the back, and first of all, I think it was a weekday, and so there weren't many people there. Yeah, it was definitely a work day, because there was a school trip there. And she says, "Would you like these for free?" And they're masks. I tried this one on earlier today. It goes here, and I guess technically I'd probably tuck that under my glasses there. And yeah, so she offers me this mask for free, which I usually double mask. I usually have like a medical grade mask, like a K9. K9? That is wrong. But the K95. K9, I have a K9 mask, kind of like a muzzle. Okay, so I have a K95, and then I have usually a cloth one over it. Usually one of the ones that has goats on it. I know, we're shocked. But so these would work nicely to go over the medical mask, but she offers them to me, and I think I've taken the price tags off them at this point, where I was off of this one because I threw away the plastic, but they were like $14.95 originally, and then they'd been marked down, and then the woman's like, "We can't give them away," and she's like, nobody is buying them, and I saw, and she gestures, at me, and I said, "Oh, that's too bad." And I said, "Yeah, not a lot of people wear them anymore," and I'm in Kansas City, Missouri, and Missouri, it tends to run a little conservative if we're talking politics. And she says, especially around here. And she said it, the way I said it was different than how she said it, but she was conveying that she was with the people who were not wearing the masks and not interested in the masks. Oh, look, it looks sort of like a cat. But anyway, so I got 2 nice free masks, which is good. I'm not sure that I would wear them all that much, but I am going to put them in my collection of masks, because, you never know. Or maybe somebody's visiting me and they want something over it, and they don't necessarily want my fun, dumb masks, which also, I wash them periodically, but sometimes they are not washed, because the K95 goes under. Anyway, so that happened. Also in Kansas City is a miniature museum, and when I went there, I discovered it was free day at the museum. So that was amazing. And then, so I went through the museum, and then I got to go in the gift shop, which is among my favorite parts. And check this out. It is the world's smallest light bright. That's right. That looks sort of like I'm missing. Am I missing one there? I am missing one there. Ooh, so live demo is what we'd call this at work. In the back is a little drawer, and look, there are little pegs in there, and let's see, they are very little. And will I be able to get the right colored peg live? Usually you can't do, like, the joke about live demos, at least at work, is that they never go well. Oh, no longer missing. So anyway, I got the world's smallest light bright. It comes with a bunch of different design sheets that you can put in there. Honestly, it's not all that relaxing to do with such small little pegs, but it is very cute, and I will have a display place for it. I don't know if it doesn't matter. You don't need to hear where it's going to go, and my thoughts on that. World's smallest sorry game. You open it up, another live demo. and it has wee little cards and wee little peg player pieces things. But look, they're literally decks of cards. And then you like pull out when you're not doing a live demo, you pull out the game board and you sort of, I'm not gonna do it. You shoot it in here and it stays, and then you play your little game on it. So it's very cute. And I need to fix that so the game board comes out. But the reason I cleaned out the whole sack that had this and all kinds of other stuff on top of it is because of the new little box I got. Some people watching this, assuming there's more than one, may know I have a small box collection. And I haven't bought a small box in a good long time because I haven't found one that I wanted. But I found one at the miniature museum that I wanted, and it is so cute. Look, it's a little Pyrex dish. But it's not actually Pyrex, and not even new Pyrex. It's, it's a stunt Pyrex. But it's so cute. I love it. Anyway, I'm very excited. So it's going in the small box collection. I also got this at the miniature museum. It was not easy to get out. So can I do it again? Yes, I can. It's so cute. It reminds me of my memories and Hello Kitty coloring or note taking things just because of the little pencils. They're wee little colored pencils. They're so cute and tiny. And there's a little eraser in there. And there is even a wee little pencil sharpener. And for the wee little pencils, they're so cute. I doubt I will use them too much. Unless I get a miniature coloring book. Then maybe. But it's very cute, and I love it. And so those are my show and tell things for today. And then I'm not showing, but I am telling. Mick was here, and we like to, as Mick puts it, we like to take the piss out of one another, give each other a hard time about various things, and among the three of us, it's like double entendre city. We're always trying to make things sound inappropriate just for fun. But this is not related to being inappropriate. I was showing them, my little mini things, and Mick sometimes calls me Queenie, and so he says to me, next thing you know, you're gonna have, I'm not gonna try to do a British accent, but you'll just have to imagine it. You're gonna get a bunch of miniature crowns. And I was standing right next to my little display. It's on display, so it's a clear case that has like 3 or 4 little tiaras in it. So I'm like, Mick, open it up, put one of the little tiaras right on there, and he had a good laugh at that, and gave me a hard time, as is his way and our way. And so that was pretty good. And so that was all well and good. And then they finished up the whole thing. It's really cool. I will show it off at some point. Probably with pictures and not a video. But so then I wanted to go see about getting a COVID booster. But turns out the health department is closed today and Monday for some kind of a technology update or some damn thing. So that's fine. But then the other errand I was going to run is I got my water bill, so I thought I'd pay that, since I wanted to go to the street department and talk to them about getting some metal sheets to put over the pit in my big garage. So I went and I paid the water bill instead of in the little drive-through payment slot. I went into the building and I talked to them, and I got a number for Dale, the guy at the street department that I need to contact. And she's like, they get off at 4, which was probably like 20 minutes before 4 that I was over there. She's like, you might catch him over there. And so thank goodness I went over there, but I couldn't tell if anyone was there or not, so I called. And Dale was, in fact, in the building. But I just asked him the question that I had, got the information I need. That was all well and good. I got information about the steel place I need to go to. So then I start driving to the steel place, which is a couple towns away. And I think to myself, oh, I should actually measure the pit before I show up at the steel place. That was a good call. So I had to turn around and go back, go to the garage, measure the pit. The pit is 40 inches wide and it's like 30 feet long or something like that. So then I get back in the car, and as I get in the car, I kind of, into the car as I'm pulling, like, I don't know, my shirt or who knows. I just leaned a bit. And as I leaned, I saw the tiara on my head in the rearview mirror. That's what happened. I had worn the tiara to City Hall. So, thank goodness I didn't go in the street department or to the steel place and talk to the Manly Steel people about the steel. And I got the thing. Because I would have talked to the steel people, and then I went to go to Fish Friday. Friday, your fish fry Friday, something like that. I would have worn it there, and they know me there because the fire guys tend to be also the garage guys where I take my car and my truck, and where I also, had Girl Scout cookies delivered earlier this week. And I would have had I would have been the crazy goat lady instead of just the goat lady. But anyway, I'm really happy to have this historical bottle and all of these small things, and that I only wore the tiara to one place. It just happened to be City Hall.